Friday edition of the show. I'm your host, God Chow, first of his name. This is the What's Packing Sports Show. I got a special guest, host of the Gistone Talk Sports Show, the Black Sheep himself.
Because we're about to give him gems right now. We're giving him beginner's luck because I'm the Swami and I used to be good at this shit.
Yeah.
I've had some good runs. I beat some bookies before, bro.
Buffalo at Indy. You took the under there. It was 6.5. Buffalo getting 6.5, and I said 28. I said 27-18. You said 27-18. I said 27-17. So we both took Buffalo to win that game in kind of a low scoring affair.
So we both took Buffalo -6 and we took the under.
Yeah, because the under it was 52. So we took under. And the next game I am gonna make my star game. We got Los Angeles at Seattle. You went with you took Seattle -4 and the under. And I'm gonna make this my 4-star game.
Oh, which one? This one?
Yeah. It's gonna be my 4-star game. I'm taking Seattle.
So you're big on Seattle.
-4.5.
Heavy on Seattle. All right.
-4.5. I'm going to go the under here. We're going under 42. And
the Rams are gonna get spanked.
Nah, not gonna get spanked, but I'm just confident that it's gonna be Seattle can win this game. I said 23-13 with a less than healthy Goff at best. At worst, this backup motherfucker Wolford, and I'm just trusting in Russell Wilson being one of the most clutch players that I've seen play football in the last decade. This defense has been playing better. They've got some really nice guys on the outside, and I like Pete Carroll.
4-star.
That's my 4-star.
Do we have any upsets here?
I don't think we took.
I think you took an upset.
I took Washington. That's the 8:00 game. That's my upset.
So you went, yeah. So far I went with the favorite. Okay, and then you went with the underdog in this next game. I went with the favorite. I went Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah, you had Tampa Bay. And you said -7.5, and you went under the 46.5 points that they were saying.
Okay, so there
we go. Black Sheep is taking Tampa Bay minus the 7.5, and you're taking the under.
You have one underdog. I don't know if I like that. I gotta have one underdog.
Washington
here.
plus 7.5, but I'm still taking the under. But I'm just taking Washington to cover. Washington's going to cover.
But so I'm looking at my picks as an overall, and now there's something missing. There's going to be an upset here.
There's going to always be an upset.
Oh, shit, bro.
It's going to, I mean, I feel like there's always an upset, right? Every weekend, right? There's got to be one each weekend.
No way. See, now I'm an odds guy, so I'm giving a little bit of my special sauce right here.
Okay.
I'm looking at the whole now, and I don't like what I see that I'm 6-0 with favorites. I'm going to be wrong on one of them.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to go by odds.
The one that I think that's the most acceptable one to me from the Sunday is the Baltimore-Tennessee game. That's the one. Maybe
and
I
have that as a lock.
And maybe we're really counting on Lamar Jackson to kind of get his first dub, but maybe now the narrative becomes he can't win in the big games.
No, because then it would be a terrible narrative for him.
It would be, especially after the MVP season last year. That would be a terrible narrative. I don't want the narrative, but I mean that would reaffirm that narrative. I mean, are you because you can't.
I don't think so. I saw him come. I saw him go to the locker room, take a shit, come back out, win the game. So I think he's got a little bit of magic.
He has some magic in him, but
you'll hear about it in 10 years when he retires. He'll be like, "Yeah, I took his shit."
So maybe Cleveland. I mean, because honestly, there's no way that Chicago.
I'm looking down at Cleveland. Yeah,
3.5.
I'm looking at Cleveland. I'm looking at Indy. To be honest with you, is where I'm going.
Okay, so and honestly, it could. That honestly, I was thinking about it. That could be a game, even though I'm not really big on Phillip Rivers, but that could be one. Indianapolis, they got.
I might, guys out there by watching. I'm sorry, but I can't go with no upsets here. And if I got to look at just as a big picture, I'm using perspective now. I'm pulling back, just looking at the whole board as a whole.
Yeah.
I think is Buffalo a pretender? Are they a contender? Is Indy a pretender or contender? You got a veteran quarterback over there, man.
Yeah.
That's still a veteran quarterback. I know he's a loser, but
he's a loser, man. He's a fucking
loser
playoff
in the playoffs,
loser.
Maybe he's Buffalo laying 6.5. Fuck no, man. What'd we say it was? What's my first one again?
Yeah, you said Buffalo minus 6.5 under 52.
I'm switching it. I'm gonna take the points there. 6.5. 6.5 to what? 7, 6.5. What do you got there?
Mine's just 6.5. I wrote down mine.
Right, give me the 6.5. I'm betting on Phillip Rivers. Don't let me down, Phillip Rivers.
So you're gonna say you're switching to the Colts plus 6.5.
And the false prophet MVP. And I like you, Bull. Listen, I'm betting against my home state here, but they can still win. Buffalo could still win.
Yeah. But
they don't win by that margin.
Oh, right.
But I still like one of these underdogs to win the game outright. That's what I'm a little nervous about here.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly.
So Josh Allen can still win this, so I still got to see one more here. I might do a last-minute switch-up, guys, and say Cleveland wins the game. Can I say that out loud? You like Tennessee to win the game. And Washington to win the game. Take it all as a broad.
Did I take Tennessee? Hold up.
No, you still went with Baltimore as a bet.
Well, you know what? And maybe I do like Tennessee as my upset.
You know, does Washington beat Tampa Bay? Just straight up games now. Take the spread out.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Two games. If you had to go with 2 games, who wins as an underdog here? As a betting underdog, favored. Who wins though?
If I have to take 2 underdogs to win straight up,
take 2.
I'm
4
taking
and 2. 4 favorites, 2 underdogs.
If I have to take 2 underdogs straight up to win, my underdog's going to be Tennessee, and yeah, I would probably honestly I could see now I'm looking at this Rams Seattle game, but no.
Yeah, that's a close one. Yeah, the Rams could win the game outright there. I don't know enough about the Rams, but I know that. If it's healthy Jerry Goff, they were once a really tough team, man.
Yeah.
And Seattle's shown they can lose to teams like the Giants.
This shit is difficult, man. This shit gets interesting.
Now, you're right. It comes down to Baltimore, Tennessee, and the Rams, Seattle. Those are the 2.
I think those are the 2 upset games, yeah, to me, if you ask me, because even last year, Tennessee upset the Ravens. I think so too, man. Hey, this is my first time ever picking games. I'm really trying to understand.
We did real well together.
I'm trying to really understand how the over-unders and the points and the spreads work. I think I'm starting to get it now. So I do believe in the there's got to be some upsets and some things like that going on. So
yeah.
So that's my. Those are our picks. I'm going to post these on Twitter as well. I'll send them to you. But you can see them on my Twitter. You'll see them on Twitter. You can repost them.
Puda, you the GOAT, boy.